Good morning and welcome student in my virtual class, obviously for class 10. We have already learned about cone in previous class, the volume, surface area, etc. Today we start with the same topic of, that means cone, and few another type problem of this. First one, a plane divides a cone into two parts of equal volume. If the plane is parallel to the base, find in what ratio the height of the cone is divided. That means a cone is divided into two parts and by a plane which is parallel to the base. That means what happens? Suppose this is a cone. We take a section. Now we divide this. Then we get shape. Another shape. The shape of this type is how much? This is upper portion. After cutting, the lower portion will be in this way. Lower portion of the cone is in this form. So if we remove the upper portion, then the lower portion is in this way. Okay, this portion. This type of portion known as frustum or truncated cone. This type of shape known as frustum or truncated cone. So what is the question now? A plane divides a cone into two parts equal volume. If the plane is parallel to the base, this is the base, and that cuts this by parallel plane. That means these two are parallel to each other. Plane is parallel to its base. That means this is the cutout portion. So these two are parallel to each other. Cut the portion by a plane. Okay. Then we have to find out and after that volume of the upper portion. Volume of the upper portion equals to the volume of the truncated cone. Volume of the truncated cone are equal. Then we have to find at what height the plane cut the cone. We have to find out the height of the cone which cut this. That means we have to ratio of these two height. When the first term, that is truncated cone, volume of truncated cone, and the upper portion, that will be a cone obviously. That will be a cone. This volume are equal. Firstly, let capital R and capital H be the radius of base and height of the cone before cutting. That means this portion. That means capital R, radius of base, this is capital R, and this height is, suppose this A is the vertex, B and C. So this is R and this height is H. That means this is O, say OC is equal to R and OA is equal to capital H. And after cutting, suppose this is the small r and height of this is small h. Suppose cut at this point, say P. This is Q and R. Suppose, so PQ is small r, PQ is equal to small r, and PA. This is AP is equal to small h by our assumption. Capital R and capital H with the radius of base and height of the cone before cutting, and small r and small h with the radius of the base and height of the small cone. That means after cutting we get another cone, upper portion. Okay. And let theta be the semi-vertical angle. Semi-vertical angle discussed in the earlier classes. What is semi-vertical angle? Suppose theta be the semi-vertical angle. This angle is theta. So in this triangle, tan theta is equal to how much? Tan theta is nothing but perpendicular by base. So if we take this triangle, in this triangle, this is the perpendicular, this is the base. So tan theta is equal to small r by small h. This is small h and this is small r. So tan theta is equal to small r by small h. Now if we take this total triangle, then what happens? This angle is theta same. Now this is the perpendicular and this is the base. This is the base, this is the perpendicular. So tan theta again, tan theta is equal to capital R by small capital H. This relation from semi-vertical angle, if theta is a semi-vertical angle, and this can be written is also in similar triangle property. The similar triangle is not in your syllabus up to this, after that. Similar triangle is also in class 10, but we have not learned similar triangle, so we use the trigonometry here. So from this relation we can write capital R is equal to capital H into small r by small h. No problem at all this one. Now, volume of the whole cone before cutting, total volume is 1/3 pi r square h. What is this is the formula. From the formula we get 1/3 pi r square h. And volume of the upper portion, radius of base is small r and height is h. So 1/3 pi r square small h, obviously in cubic unit, no problem at all. Therefore, volume of the truncated portion, this portion means this is nothing but total volume minus volume of the truncated upper portion, volume of the upper portion. Volume of the lower portion is total volume minus volume of this portion. Total volume minus volume of this portion. Is it clear? Is it clear? Volume of the lower portion, that means first term portion or truncated portion, first term or truncated cone, lower portion, total volume minus upper portion, we get the volume of the lower part. So the volume of the truncated cone, the total volume is this one minus the volume of the small cone is 1/3 pi r square h. 1/3 pi is common, pi r square h minus small r square h. This is the volume of the truncated. By the problem, volume of the truncated cone and volume of the upper cone are equal. By the problem, this volume and that volume are equal. So here we write the volume of the upper portion of the cone, upper cone is 1/3 pi r square h, and volume of the first term portion is 1/3 pi is common, capital R square h minus small r square h. So 1/3 pi totally cancel out from both sides. R square h is equal to capital R square h minus small r square h. Take it to left hand side, this is minus, it will be plus. 2r square h is equal to capital R square h. Now replace capital R in terms of hr and small h. R square, from this, R square is nothing but capital H square into small r square by h square. Capital R square is equal to h square minus into r square by small h square into h. So after simplifying we get 2h cube, r square cancel out. So 2h cube is equal to small capital H cube. 2 small h cube is equal to capital H cube, or capital H cube by small h cube is equal to 2. Now taking cube root, so capital H by small h is equal to cube root of 2. Now subtract 1 from both sides, then we get capital H minus small h by h is equal to cube root of 2 minus 1. Suppose this is 1 by 1 for ratio. So what is the height of the truncated portion? What is the height of the upper portion is small h, and height of the truncated portion, previous height is capital H, this is this minus, total height is capital H and this is small h. So this portion is nothing but capital H minus small h. Okay. Therefore, ratio of the height is 1:cube root of 2 minus 1. This is the answer. Ratio of the height is this. Okay. From this we can write ratio of the height, that means small h is 1 by h minus h. Upper portion by lower portion is given by that things. Is it clear? Very interesting problem. I think it is very interesting. Okay. That's all. Hope that you understood this problem. Question number 10 of your book, the height of a conical tent, a right circular conical tent, sum number 10, again I repeat 10, in a right circular conical tent, 11 person can stay. For each person, 4 meter square space in the base and 20 meter cube air are necessary. Let us determine the height of the tent put up exactly for 11%. Excuse me. So there in the tent the number of person can stay 11, and each person required 4 meter square space in base. So total base area must be 11 into 4 square meter. 11 into 4 square meter. Required base area is this of the tent, and air necessary for each person is 12 meter cube. 12 meter cube for each person. So 11%, 20 into 11 meter cube air required. So this must be the volume of the cone. Volume of the conical tent. Volume of the conical tent is this. So if we solve in this way, obviously each person required 4 meter square space in the base and 20 meter cube air. Okay, so 11% area for 11% base required. For 11% the area of base required. Okay, 11 into 4 square meter, that is 44 square meter. And the volume of air for 11% required, obviously 20 into 11, that is 220 meter cube. So obviously the radius of, let us take radius of base and the height. The radius of base and height of the tent be r meter and h meter respectively. Therefore area of base of a conical tent, we know that is area of base is nothing but pi r square. It is a circle. Pi r square, if r be the radius, it is known to all of us now. So pi r square is equal to 44. This is equation 1, say. And the total volume is given by 1/3 pi r square h, that is equals to 220. This is equation 2, say. Now solving this, just put pi r square is equal to 44 here. Since by 1, pi r square is equal to 44. Put here pi r square is equal to 44. So after simplifying, we get h is equal to 15. That means height of the tent must be 15 meter, obviously. In the last we write the answer. And pi r square is equal to 44. So r square is equal to 44 by pi. The value of pi is 22 by 7. Since pi is equal to 22 by 7, just put here. We get r square is equal to pi r square, that is equals to 14. So this is r or r square. Pi to 44. So r is equal to root 14 must be. Pi r square is equal to 44. R square is equal to 44 by 22 into 7. And that is 14. R square is equal to 17. So r is equal to root 14. Radius of base and height of the tent is root 14 meter and 15 meter respectively. Root 14 meter and 15 meter respectively. Okay. In question number 10, we have to find out the height only, not the radius of base. But in this case, we have also find the radius of base, and radius of base is root 14 meter. No problem at all. Next we start question number. So after 10, question number 11 as your classwork. Question number 11 as your classwork. Question number 11 as your classwork. The external diameter is given. Then from your book you can copy it and solve it and send it to me. Next we start short question. Question number 14.3. Question number 14.3. 14.3 is given. Excuse me. The volume of a right circular cone b cubic unit and area of base is a square unit and height is capital H unit, then write by calculating the value of AH by V. AH by V. So volume of the cone is given 1/3 pi r square h is the formula. 1/3 pi r square radius of base square into height. Height is here given capital H, and area of base that is given capital A, that is pi r square, known to all of us, and height is capital H given. Now we have to find out the value of AH by V. Put A is equal to pi r square, H remain intact, and volume is 1/3 pi r square H. So pi r square H and pi r square H cancel out. So 1 by 1 by 3, that is 3. So value of AH by E is nothing but 3. Very easy question. Next question number 14.4. 14.4, the numerical values of the volume and the lateral surface. 4. The numerical values of the volume and lateral surface area of right circular cone are equal if the height and the radius of the cone are H unit and R unit respectively. H unit and R unit respectively. It will be, most probably it is not capital H, it is small h. So here H, so it must be small h. H unit and R unit respectively. Let us write value of 1 by H square plus 1 by R square. It is, instead of capital H, it will be small h. Okay, numerical value of the volume and lateral surface. Obviously numerical value are equal, that means numeric numbers are equal, since volume and lateral surface area cannot be equal all respect, since the volume is cubic unit and lateral surface area is square unit. So here is given the numerical value are equal. Then we have to find out these things. Okay, so start from here. The volume of a cone is given by the formula 1/3 pi r square H. 1/3 pi r square H, and lateral surface area is pi r L, where L is the slant height, and L is equal to root over of r square plus H square. It is known to all of you now. Lateral surface, this is L, this is H, this is R. So L is equal to L square is equal to H square plus R square by Pythagoras theorem. By the problem, these two numerical value of these two are same. So 1/3 pi r square H is equal to pi r L. Okay. So after simplification, we can write RH. R into H, 1 R is cancel out, pi cancel out. So we get 3L. R into H is equal to 3L. So RH is equal to, this is 3 root over of R square plus H square. Instead of L, we can write root over of R square plus H square. Okay. So squaring both sides, R square plus H square by R square H square is equal to 3 square, that is 9. 3 square, that is 9. So breaking part by part, R square by R cancel out. So 1 by H square plus 1 by R square is equal to 1 by 9. R square 1 by R square plus 1 by H square is equal to 1 by 9. This is the value. Next, question number 5 of 14. 14.5. The ratio of the length of the base of radii of two right circular cylinder and right circular cone is 3:4, and the ratio of the heights is 2:3. Let's write the ratio of the volumes of the cylindrical cylinder and the cone. Cylinder and the cone. The ratio of the length of base of radii of right circular cylinder and right circular cone is 3:4, and the ratio of heights there 2:3. Let us write by calculating the volume of the cylinder and the cone. The ratio of base of two right circular, ratio of base of right circular cylinder and cone. So first we see these two cones there. Cylinder, right circular cylinder. So what is radius? Ratio of the length of base of radius is ratio in 3:4. So let us take the ratio of the base of cylinder and cone be 3x and 4x respectively, and their height is 2y and 3y respectively. Since it's given, its ratio is 2:3. Ratio is 2:3, so height is 2y and 3y,
and ratio of their base is 3x and 4x. So radius of base of cylinder is 3x, and volume of ratio of their volumes, volume of a cylinder is given by pi r square h, pi r square h, where r is the radius of base and h be the height. So pi into r is 3x, so 3x square into height is 2y into 2y, and volume of a cone is given by 1/3 pi r square h. R is the radius of base and h is the height. So 1/3 pi, here the radius is 4x, so 4x square, and height is 3y, so into 3y. So then we get how much? Pi cancel out, and this is 3 square, that means 9. 9 into 2, 9 into 2, that means 18. 18x square y, and this is 4 square, pi cancel out, 4 square 16, 16 into 3, 16 into 3 means 48 by 1 by 3, so this is 3 x square y, so 3 and 48, this is 16. So x square y cancel out, then you get 18 by 16, that means dividing by 2, 9 is to 9 by 8, so answer will be 9 is to 8. Answer is this. Question number 5, answer will be 9 is to 8. Okay, this portion excluded. This is wrong calculation. We think both are cone, so this is okay. One is cylinder, other is cone. Okay. We start another question. It is not from your board book, obviously. A and B are the length of sides holding a right angle in a right angle triangle. A and B are the length of sides holding the right angle in the right angle triangle. If the triangle revolves successively about those sides, compare the volumes, also the surface areas of the cone thus so formed. In the previous class, we discussed about that. If we rotate a right angle triangle about its any sides, if about its perpendicular side, then we get a cone. If rotate through about its base, then we get another cone, and if it rotates through hypotenuse, then you get two cones. Here the rotation only about its perpendicular and base, that means holding the right angles. Then two cones are formed. We have to compare their volume, surface area. Compare means we have to find out the ratio of volumes and surface area. Okay, clear? Two in a right angle triangle. Suppose this is a right angle triangle. Suppose ABC is any right angle triangle. It rotates about A, and secondly it rotates about B. Then we get two cones. We have to compare the volumes, surface area, etc. of these two cones. Now, if we rotate this about A, then we get the same this form. This length is also B. If we rotate this, okay, then we get a cone, and whose height will be A and radius of base is B. Then we get radius of base is B. Suppose when the triangle revolves about A, cone is formed with the height A. This is the height. From the figure you see that, and radius of base is B. Obviously slant height root over of a square plus b square by Pythagoras theorem. Therefore in this case the volume, very easy. In this case radius of base is B, height is A, so height of a cone is the formula 1/3 pi r square h. H is the height and r is the radius of base. So the volume of the cone is 1/3 pi b square A. Surface area, lateral surface area is given by pi r L, where L is the lateral surface. So pi into r, instead of r here radius is B, and lateral surface L is root over of a square plus b square. Total surface area of base plus lateral surface. So pi r plus L, So R is B here and B plus root over of A square plus B square. In the second case, if we rotate this triangle in with respect to B, then B be the height of the cone and A be the radius of base. B be the height of the cone and A be the radius of base of the cone formed in this way. Compare these two figures one at a time. If we rotate through A, then we get this cone, and if we rotate through B, then we get this cone, this type. Okay, compare these two first. At that moment, the same lateral surface are same, no change at all. Therefore, the volumes using the same formula 1/3 pi r square h, 1/3 pi a square into b. Radius of base is a here, so pi a square b. Slant surface or lateral surface area is pi a into root over of a square plus b square. Total surface area pi a into a plus root over of a square plus b square. So ratio of the volumes of the cone, same things previous, 1/3 pi b square a, 1/3 pi b square a, and in this case 1/3 pi a square b. So ratio of the volume is this, 1/3 cancel out, pi cancel out, 1 a cancel out and b cancel out, so we get b is to a. Ratio of their slant surface or curved surface or lateral surface, pi b root over of a square plus b square is to pi a root over of a square plus b square. So in this case also b is to a. And total surface area, ratio of their total surface area, write down the total surface pi b into b plus root over of a square plus b square is to pi a root over of a plus a square plus b square root. So pi only cancel out pi, the other remains same, so ratio will be this. So if we rotate a right angle in about its base and about it perpendicular, then you get two cones and we have to find out their volume, surface area, etc. and find their ratio. So this type of question now as your class work, I give two questions and previously one in your board book and these two from other book. Write the first problem, that means done in the first in this video. Question number extremely sorry, 257 in this book it is written 257, it is not 250. Question number 1 say the upper part of a cone, I read out, the upper part of a cone of height 14 meter, upper part of a cone of height 14 meter and the radius of base is 7 meter is separated by a plane through the middle of the height and parallel to its base, middle of its sides and parallel to its base. Find the volume of the truncated cone. This is clear now. The upper part of a cone of height 14 meter and the radius of base is 7 meter is separated by a plane through the middle point of its side and parallel to it the base. Find the volume of the truncated cone. This is question number 1 say. And I give another one question to you. This question, two sides of a triangle holding the right angle, write that but so different. Two sides of a triangle holding the right angle in right angle triangle are 3 cm and 4 cm. Instead of A and B is 3 and 4 given. Find the volume of the total surface area of the double cone form when the triangle revolves about its hypotenuse. Okay, it's rotate through its hypotenuse, so we get double cone. Try yourself first, then I will give you the answer. Two sides of a triangle holding the right angle in a right angle triangle are 3 and 4 cm. Find the volume and total surface area of the double cone form when the triangle revolves about its hypotenuse. Okay, it's clear now. Do it now and